And the river still shines and shimmers in the light as it did in our grandfather's day, when they rode all night to fish in the morning and lived in Willapa Bay.
All right, so first up tonight from McCall, Idaho, Lou Beaudry, a long-time Alaska fisherman there in Copper River, Prince William Sound, both gill netting and seining, Bristol Bay guy as well. And he's going to bring you some tunes. I think Lou's about. Where are you, Lou? Lou Beaudry. Lou. Maybe I got my order wrong. Is it Lou next up? It's Mary? Mary! Mary says, am I first? I go, no, you're not first, you're last. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Mary. I'll get it for you, Cappy. This is how we do this. Mary's a local gal from Long Beach, and she's worked in fisheries, and she's the voice of the Columbia River watershed and ruby-throated, and is a charter member of the FisherPoets Gathering. She's been doing this for us for many years. Thank you, Mary.
Many, many years. Oh, I didn't lose my glasses, did I? No, I think I'm good. Don't see my glasses. That's okay. They're somewhere. Just had them. They're blue if anyone sees them. I think I feel them. Okay, I'm going to sing one about Hawaiians who are very important in the whole history here. They were brought with an agreement from the king of Hawaii. Thank you. They were almost enslaved. They were called indentured. They were almost enslaved. It's very, very sad history, but they're very important here. And they were used to paddle, of course, and they were also used as divers and other jobs like blacksmith and cook. And it talks about the Métis, and the Métis were also very important. They came here with Lewis and Clark. They are, if you don't know, a combination generally of a particular First Nation tribe in Canada and European, I think mostly Scottish or Orkney. Okay, sing Kanaka sing. All you have to do is say sing Kanaka sing. Sing, Kanaka, sing, what joy your music brings. Sing for us as loud as you can, maybe you'll be our shanty man. Sing, Kanaka, sing, dance, Kanaka, dance. The Métis men will give you a chance. Up one and down the middle, they're the ones who can play the fiddle. Dance, Kanaka, dance. Dive, Kanaka, dive. How many pilings can you drive? Dive right down to the riverbed, water flowing right over your head. Dive, Kanaka, dive. Pray, Kanaka, pray, that the fever won't take you away. Pray for the babies you left by the sea, that one of these days you'll be set free. Pray, Kanaka, pray. Speak, Kanaka, speak. You've been here over a week. You won't need a teacher or a book. The language here is called Chinook. Speak, Kanaka, speak. Paddle, Kanaka, paddle. You're halfway to Seattle. Soon be reaching Cowlitz Landing. The portage there is quite demanding. Paddle, Kanaka, paddle. Sing, Kanaka, sing. What joy your music brings. Sing for us as loud as you can. Maybe you'll be our shanty man. Sing, Kanaka, sing. Oh, great. Whoa. Got some great singers from Portland and from here and all over the place. See if this helps. Might. A little bit. Somebody always asks me, you're going to sing the smelting song, so I will sing the smelting song. It's smelting. You know about smelts, right? Yeah. Around Kelso especially. And the natives used them as candles. They were called candlefish, I believe. And Catholics used them for Lent because you could just go down the river and scoop up, your fish. Okay, smelting. The last line is the pride of the Cowlitz and food for us all. I cannot sing. Where's my eye doctor? I mean, I can't see. I can't see. When the banks are all muddy, the rain it is pelting, the river is cold from the snow that is melting. You wait for the word, it's time to go smelting. The pride of the cowlets and food for us all. From all around Kelso and from the Rose Valley, we meet in a place they call Fisherman's Alley. We wonder each year how much fish we will tally. The pride of the cowlets and food for us all. The boats all assemble and form in a cluster with long swinging poles. Say, watch it there, Buster. You dip there all night with all the strength you can muster. The pride of the cowlets and gift for us all. You might want a boat that is flat on the bottom. Tip yourself over as soon as you got 'em. Nice to remember how easy we caught 'em. The pride of the cowlets and food for us all. When the barrels are full, they are brought to the station where a boxcar is waiting for some destination, where the sure to love smelt God's finest creation. The pride of the cowlets and food for us all. We know that tomorrow our bones will be aching, our lives can be hard, but here's food for the taking. We cannot complain, for it's money we're making. The pride of the cowlets and food for us all. Thank you. I saw this little film in the Cowlitz County Historical Building, and how they dipped it. They'd stand in the boats and had baskets, you know, and swing them around, and it's quite acrobatic. I'm used to people just going down and, you know, scooping them up, ladle. And this is a sad song about, and everything to do with crabbing this year has been sort of sad, a little bit sad. This is last year. It's an Irish tune, the Fanny Power, and it's about somebody named Bryson Fitch, whose boat was lost in Willapa Bay. He was a crabber, and the community kept these searches going forever and ever, and vigils and everything. And I went to something in Olympia this summer and sang this, and some of the friends and family came up and said, "Oh, that was our Bryson Fitch." Ugh. You never know. Okay, here's the tune. The pilot house kept rolling home. That's a lot. I tend to write 3 and then one little refrain. So the pilot house kept rolling home. You'll recognize the tune. On a February day, a boat went down the Ethel May. At the mouth of Willapa Bay, the pilot house kept rolling home. Daylight came for you and me, the last thing we would hope to see. The pilot house had broken free. The pilot house kept rolling home. If a pilot house could stay afloat, why not then a crabbing boat in a place so distant and remote? The pilot house kept rolling home. Bay Center lost a favorite son. His family's grief can't be undone. Bryson Fitch, the precious one, the pilot house kept rolling home. Which is true. They had these pictures in the paper that were very iconic of only the pilot house floating home. Yeah. And this is a happier song. Yeah, the fishing is not always totally happy, I guess. It's about Smokehouse, and it's in Stella, which is, I'm from Longview, down up the river, and Stella was very close. My father had he was a postman, and he had a mail route there. So we'd go there a bit. And Ole Olson's in here again, yep. And the person he worked with, the little smokery they had, was named Ole Olson, of course. Okay, Smokehouse. Nope, nothing to repeat here. Oh well, just hum along. I meet him in the smokehouse where the smoke curls to the sky, and the sparks from sawdust burning bring a stinging to my eye. He is golden in the sunset and the breaking of the day, chopping fallen cedar as his work gets underway. He is golden in the sunset and the breaking of the day, chopping fallen cedar as his work gets underway. When the fish are running and he has a lot to spare, he'll cut them down the middle and just hang them in the air, like his father did in Norway and his father did before, and the Indians who flourished here upon this very shore, like his father did in Norway and his father did before, and the Indians who flourished here upon this very shore. Now salmon will be kippered and salmon will be canned, but the ones out in the smokehouse are the joy of Ole's hands. He knows just when to turn them and to cut them thin or thick, and the oilier the better, says my Ole, that's the trick. And he knows just when to cut them and turn them thin or thick, and the oilier the better, says my Ole, that's the trick. My father says, dear daughter, it is my fondest wish that you marry no Norwegian, they always smell of fish. But it makes my heart to jumpin' when he walks in through that door. If he smells of kippered salmon, then I love him all the more. But it makes my heart to jumpin' when he walks in through that door. If he smells of kippered salmon, then I love him all the more. Some men shine like diamonds and some men shine like gold. Ole Olsen shines like sunlight and he's mine to have and hold. I'll work beside him in the smokehouse by Stella's bright cascade, and he will be my sunshine and I will be his shade. I'll work beside him in the smokehouse by Stella's bright cascade, and he will be my sunshine and I will be his shade. Oh, that's romantic, isn't it? How's time? We're okay? Oh, I think he said it was okay. You know about the tsunami in, or the Fukushima in Japan? And we were getting their boats, their refrigerators, their stuffing from their sofas. It was always washing up here. So that's sort of how universal this all is. It's philosophical somehow. I'm not a philosopher, but I know it's there. And I know that they had a poetry contest called Fishing's in Our Blood, right? A few years back, yeah. So this is about a Japanese person. It's a true story. He leapt into his boat and he went right into the tsunami, somehow to save his island. I don't know quite what one had to do with the other, but I don't know. And the tune is an old Irish tune. Fishing's in our blood, now our boats are filled with mud, and our docks are smashed and scattered far and wide, and our nets and floats and gear are taken far from here, and they drift upon the ocean and the tide. Island folk are we who make our living from the sea. We know too well the shaking of the ground. I jumped into my boat, though fear was in my throat, and I passed by many men I knew would drown. For the island to be saved, I had to head into that wave. I did what any fisherman would do, 30 meters high, and it blotted out the sky, and I had to just hold on and plow on through. You across the seas who gather our debris, do you hear our cries above the ocean's roar? And as our boats wash in, do you think of all those men who will have fishing in their hearts forevermore? Who was that? Song. I'll do an Irish song. Irish. Got St. Patrick's Day coming up. Well, this is more about immigration. It's actually about the potato famine, but it's called The Pride of Dunquin, where my ancestors are pretty much from there. Once we had fishes that swam by our shore. Once we had flax and potatoes galore. The kindest of neighbors, our own kith and kin, such as young Nora Garvey, the pride of Dunquin. She made the fine butter and spun the fine wool. Ah, those were the days when our bellies were full. The likes of her beauty we'll not see again. Sweet Nora Garvey, the pride of Dunquin. We prayed that Lord Ventry would build us a boat so strong and substantial to keep us afloat. We would sail to a port where they let Irish in. Would have saved Nora Garvey, the pride of Dunquin. But the boat was not built and the ship did not sail. We watched our young Nora grow feeble and pale. Our fine strapping maiden grew famished and thin. Farewell, Nora Garvey, the pride of Dunquin. In St. Catherine's churchyard we said prayers for her soul. Not a man had the strength for to dig her a hole. There's a new Celtic cross where a rock cairn had been. Rest in peace, Nora Garvey, the pride of Dunquin. I think she's a relative, but I don't know. That's it?
Thank you, Mary. It's a treat to hear you sing. Well, we were looking forward to having. Excuse me. It's Alana. Alana. She's on her way. Alana's on her way. Yeah. Okay. Well, hurry up then. All right. Thanks very much.
Hello. Mary, that was so beautiful as always. Where did she go? Oh my gosh. It's like otherworldly. It's always such a treat, transportive. My name is Alana. Some of you might know me from my phone calls with John Broderick. I had no idea. I was like, you could have called me back in 2 minutes. I had no idea you were on stage. But it's nice to feel important, I guess. I am going to read just a quick little piece called The Anchor and the Buoy. And for those of you sticking around, I'll be back for the 8 o'clock hour to read a full set. Thank you so much for supporting Fisher Poets. The anchor and the buoy are as friendly as can be. In spite of unshared features, they enjoy their company. An odder couple never was, and yet I must confess, a more perfect pair has never been for all their differences. They spend their longest workdays passing messages by mesh, with neither saying that they think that their side is the best. They understand that if they are to have a proper catch, accord and understanding is the only way to last. Dear anchor, how steadfast and strong you keep us oh so grounded. You remain when waters change and all fears go unfounded. Without you, every salmon would swim safely past the net, for it would float on with the tide and not a salmon get. You provide us tension, which causes us to stay, for without it we would aimless be adrift each night and day. The anchor says, dear buoy, how kind you are to me. You provide good tension too, without which fish go free. It takes us both to land a catch, and might I say one thing, I may be strong, but you alone keep lines afloat at sea. And what would we do without you and the signal you provide? So passing boats know to avoid the nets that lay beside. The anchor and the buoy are as friendly as can be, and you and I should both give thanks for their odd company. For differences and separate strengths can be combined to give the surest way to get work done and the only way to live. All right, I gotta run. I'll see you guys soon.
That's Alana Kansaku-Sarmiento, a legendary Bristol Bay fisherman. And she's here because Scott Hampton gave us the news that he can't be here all of a sudden. So we got plenty to do. Jay and I will give you a little song, and maybe Lou will give us an extra one there. And we'll stay right in the groove unless Max wants to come up and give us a little song there. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. It's Megan at the soundboard. Her job is to make me sound better than I am. And she's pretty good. Ready?
See if I got, oh, yeah.
You may know the words. We're getting some sound into this little mic here.
Yeah, I think we got it.
And the voice is right here, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, we'll start this one this way. By the ice chute in her hip boots, working swing shift, driving forklift, her shoulders bare beneath her raven hair. She's the girl with dark eyes at the cannery, her red bandana, I think I can smell her perfume in the egg room. I love the way she walks down those rain-swept docks. She's the girl with dark eyes at the cannery. One more, Jay. Time for one more yet. When we got back to put up home pack, she donned rain gear, then she stood near. Her gloved hand touched mine on the sliming line. She's the girl with dark eyes at the cannery. She's the girl with dark eyes at the cannery. She's the girl with dark eyes at the cannery. Thank you.
I think that's a true story, isn't it? Sometime way back when.
Jay's got one now for us, and then Lou,
This is,
standing by.
oh, I should know this one by heart. So I always wanted a troller, but I never got one. Ended up with a lot of pots out in the water. It's kind of like sheep ranching, you know. They don't come home with you at night. So it was a little different deal. But anyway, I wrote a song called My Skookum Troller. And it kind of goes something like this. worked on deck 6 long years, chopping bait, shifting gear, paid my dues in flesh and bone, till I had enough money for a boat of my own. Now I got me a boat, she's the pride of the fleet. She's a skookum troller and I keep her real neat. When I go out fish or getting in line, just to take a little ride on that troller of mine. Cuts through the water like she's eating pie. She's so doggone pretty, makes a grown man cry. Ain't too small, she ain't too big. All in all, she's a pretty good rig. Detroit diesel, it's an 892. 2-to-1 gear, 4-bladed screw. East Hope girdies, stainless steel wire. She can catch fish like a house on fire. When I hit the dock, I'm the cock of the walk. Keep $1,000 in an old wool sock. Everybody knows I'm a real high roller, and that's all on account of that skookum troll. 'Cause I got me a boat, pride of the fleet. She's a skookum troller and I keep her real neat. When I go out and fish or getting in line, just to take a little ride on the troller of mine. Yeah, I got me a boat, the pride of the fleet. She's a skookum troller and I keep her real neat. When I'm aboard, I don't chew no snooze, and I like to go fishing in a 3-piece suit. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you very much. All right, Lou, at last, I tried to get up here when you weren't due, and now you are. So thanks, Lou, again, comes from McCall, Idaho. It's a long drive over here, 42 years fishing in Cordova and Copper River, Bristol Bay, seining, gill netting. He's caught a few fish.
So one of the hardest things to do when you're a fisherman is to figure out where to put your gear. So often how it works is you start out in the morning someplace where you think there's going to be a lot of fish. And then maybe you make a set and, well, maybe there's not as many fish as you thought there. Okay, I know, they're over east a little ways. So you put your gear on deck and you run for a couple hours and you get over there and you make a set and, well, I guess there's not too many fish here either. Maybe they're on the west side. You run for another couple hours and you get to the end of the period and you've run around more than you put your gear in the water. So there's a saying, a couple sayings among the fleet. One is stick and stay, make it pay. So if you just stay where you started, maybe you're not catching a lot of fish all the time, but you're making a lot of sets and you're not running around. Maybe the fish will show up on the next tide or in the afternoon, and you're keeping your gear in the water. If you want to succeed at your fishing job, you gotta be smart, you must work hard. But one more thing that I might add, sure does help if you got a plan to keep your gear in the water. Keep your gear in the water and you haul it back in. Throw the fish in the bins and repeat it again and again and again. It's hard to find that mother lode. The ocean's so deep, so wide and cold. Well, who knows where those fish might be? But if you want to load up, take a tip from me. Keep your gear in the water. Keep your gear in the water and haul it back in. Throw the fish in the bins and repeat repeat it again and again and again. Well, you never really know how the season's gonna go. It's always full of surprises. The only thing that you know for sure, the tide recedes, then again it rises. It rises. Well, the work gets long, you're tired and haggard. That's a worn and torn and ragged. At times like these, it helps to understand. Gonna get better if you follow the plan. Well, you'll never catch a fish with your gear on the deck, like a lamb being led to the slaughter. If you still don't know what to do by now, just add water, salt water. Keep your gear in the water. Keep your gear in the water and you haul it back in. Throw the fish in the bins and repeat it again and again and again and again. Remember to follow the plan. Thank you all. So, if you've been around a fishing town and been on the docks for many years, you become aware of a certain type of individual that nice people and well-intentioned. Maybe they just have a little harder time keeping things together than most people. And you give them a job, though, and you put them on the back of a fishing boat. They're part of a crew, and the key is you get them out of town. And boy, they become a pretty good deckhand. So that's what this song's about. Let's see how I started. I've been stuck here in these shallows where there's danger all around. There's rocks and jagged reefs, a man can easy run aground. And at every low tide, there's the smell of something rotten. And every inch that water drops, I get closer to the bottom. I have let these shallows get me down. Got to catch that rising tide and leave this rocky ground. Out offshore where it's cool and clear and clean all around. I'm looking for deeper water, where it's crystal blue, where I ask myself tough questions, just might find the truth in deep water. Shore I have it passed, and if waterfront. No, I tried to resist my devils, no, I won't. Oh, please tell me it's time to go to sea. I've got to leave this coast, get out where I feel free, out to the deep, where my demons will not follow me. I'm looking for deeper water, I need to feel that depth below. Need to tap that energy and get out of these shallows. I'm looking for deep water, out where it's crystal blue. When I ask myself tough questions, I just might find the truth in deep water. Thank you all. Rubber boots are a very essential part of the fishing industry. And there's all types of them out there, but there's one brand in particular that are preferred by 90% of the commercial fishermen on both coasts. Can anyone guess what they are? Louder. Yes, extra toughs. No, they're great. They used to be made here in the United States, but now they make them overseas somewhere. But, God, so this is my ode to the extra tough boot. Oh, it's something. Well, some folks, they like cannery issue. Others like a hip-hop boot. But for the lingerie and waterproof footwear, there ain't no substitute. Love my extra tough boot. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. And I could use some help on that chorus because it comes around like way too many times to just hear me sing. When you're working, you can pull them high up on the calf. For leisure, roll them down around your ankle. At the end of the day, when your feet are still dry, you got B.F. Goodrich to thank. I love my extra tough boots. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. That's right, you're catching on. I've seen them worn by your mother, seen them worn by your brother, seen them worn by a stripper once too. They're so damn comfy, you'll never remove them. They call them the Alaskan tennis shoe. Love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. Ain't no substitute for an extra tough boot. They're soft and supple, sold as a couple, and you love that soft brown color. They'll let you stand real tall, you never slip and fall, 'cause the soles are made of vibrant rubber. They'll keep your feet real dry, from the outside at least, but inside they get sweaty and snooty. So use a felt insole and for odor control, wear them with the blue bomber booty. Love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. share of them, no telling what disease you might get. Love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. Well, I was walking around the town today looking at the marine supply stores, and you guys are lucky this weekend. They're on sale right now for $89.95. You better run right out and buy them. There's only one mistake you could possibly make. Don't tuck your rain pants down inside them. Love my extra tough boots. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. Well, they're soft and supple, you're sold as a couple, and you love that rich brown color. They'll stand real tall and you'll never slip and fall, 'cause the soles are made of vibram rubber. Last time, love my extra tough boots, babe. Love my extra tough boots. There ain't no substitute, babe, for an extra tough boot. Thank you. Thank you all.
Oh Lord, same damn river. 40 years of working, all I had to give her. Hard on my back and it won't get better. Gonna put that riverboat down forever. Load up firewood and cotton. Folks who got the tickets and the folks who never bought 'em. Lean against the throttle, hope we get her off the bottom. Hear that whistle in the middle of the night, forgotten.
We're here at the FisherPoets Gathering today, and I'm talking with Britt, who's a second-time attendee. Britt, where'd you come in from for the gathering?
I'm from Woodburn, Oregon.
How many times have you come for the FisherPoets Gathering?
This is my second year attending.
So you like it, so you thought it was worth a repeat performance. Do you see making this an annual event?
Definitely, yeah. Love the community here and the small town event kind of thing. It's very cool.
So what was your favorite part so far?
Not Able Brewing Company. Astoria Brewing Company. They put on a really good show last night, and I think I'll be back there today for round 2 of some storytelling.
Super, Britt. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.